So we're known for sometimes having some outlandish takes, even though, hey, this is a safe space where you can explore the universe, where you can get in touch with your feelings, like you can talk out loud. It's like, hey, there's no such thing as a bad idea. I don't know if that's true, but this one is going to get us booed, and it's okay because your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer, but should the Vikings bring back Chad Beebe and Chad Beebe accessories as a wide receiver 6, as well as a punt returner? Oh, but he muffed a punt against the Panthers. I know that. I fully understand that, but I still don't trust ISM. Yes, he had a nice flashy return against the Broncos, except I still don't know if he should be the guy returning punts. Love him as a wide receiver 4. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Chad Beebe, recently cut by the Houston Texans. He signed there this offseason after the Vikings didn't bring him back. Spent last season on injured reserve. And yes, I understand the jokes that Chad Beebe is Mr. Glass, as well as he kind of looks like Justin Bieber. Baby. Ugh. Yeah, Justin Beebe. I get it. It's funny, right? But he came in as a 2018 UDFA out of Northern Illinois, and he had been a project of the Kubiaks. Gary Kubiak absolutely loved Chad Beebe, of course, son of Julian Edelman. And then also, some people aren't going to get that joke. Doesn't matter. And then Spielman constantly brought him back, and then even though they didn't RFA tender him, they signed him in 2021 before he ended up on IR. But he did okay. He did okay as a tertiary or fourth receiver option in 2020. I had 20 catches for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns. Did have that game-winning, completely redeem yourself catch against the Panthers, game-winner walk-off. Love it. As well as he had returned some punts. He had 16 punt returns for 5.5 yards per return, which aren't flashy numbers, but aside from the muff against the Panthers, by the way, do not Google Chad Beebe muff. Don't do that. He has been relatively sure-handed as a punt returner, which I do trust more. Again, we've said this a bunch. I would take stability. I will take security at punt returner versus flash and dash, right? So I think that's where we're currently at, as ISM is basically going to win the punt return job by default with Jalen Naylor going down with a concussion. But why sign Chad Beebe? So he knows Kirk. Already has chemistry with Kirk Cousins. Came in the same season, Kirk in 2018. Knows wide receivers, knows Thielen, knows Jefferson, etc. Would be an okay wide receiver 6. Again, we're not saying that Chad Beebe should come in and be wide receiver 3. Hey, KJ, kick rocks. Beebe's back. Nah. Also, he does have that punt return ability. Why they shouldn't sign Chad Beebe? So he has no ties to the current regime. He was picked up by Spielman and re-signed by Spielman. Gary Kubiak was his C-daddy. So all of those guys ain't around. Like Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell. McCardle was here last year, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He is injury prone. It just sort of is what it is. And then also he's Chad Beebe. That's it. But looking at the Vikings wide receiver room, it will BC Johnson going down with injury. They already parted ways with Myron Mitchell. Maybe he comes back on the practice squad. But I mean, beyond 4 deep, there are some question marks. I mean, Jefferson, Thielen, KJ, ISM may be the best 4 deep wide receiver look in the National Football League, no cap at all. But who's next? I mean, Tristan Jackson, Jalen Naylor, Dan Chisena, maybe. But I think that Chad Beebe could slide in there as wide receiver 6, as well as return some punts. Maybe he even starts out on the practice squad and needs a game day elevation through the first couple weeks just to see how he does. I would be fine with that. I would be fine. So even though it sounds outlandish, I feel like in terms of the spiciness scale of our takes, 0 being ketchup, 10 being Carolina Reaper, I feel like this is like a 4. Like this is Texas Pete hot sauce. Like this ain't even, actually that'd be like a 2. It doesn't even register in terms of spiciness. But again, hey, if you're gonna boo me, it's okay. It's okay. We're used to it. My boo. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings should bring back Chad Beebe as wide receiver 6 and punt returner. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.